station for Blue Raider sports. Blue Raider baseball is on the air. From the Blue Raider Network, it's time for Countdown to First Pitch. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance and agent Andy Womack, Lightning's Locker Room and Phillips Bookstore, Granis and Associates, Las Casas Drugs, and by Middle Tennessee Electric. Now, let's go to the ballpark.
And a beautiful day at the ballpark it is, as Middle Tennessee will close out non-conference play today with the University of Memphis Tigers, a series that hasn't been played in the last 2 or 3 years. Last time we played the Tigers was in 2021, and that was down in Memphis. But more about that later.
I remember that one.
Raiders come in at 24-27 overall. They're 11-16 in conference play. Memphis 21-29. They're 12-12 in the American Conference. So these two teams getting ready for their postseason conference tournament. The Raiders need one win over the weekend against Liberty or an FIU loss to New Mexico State to qualify for the tournament. So we'll be keeping close tabs on those games for you this weekend. And actually, it's not a weekend. It is a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday series for both of these teams. So it's Middle Tennessee and Memphis today. And the Tigers coming in for the 106th meeting between these two in baseball. That series started way back yonder, John. And that's a lot of games for two teams that, to my knowledge, have never been in the same conference.
Never been in the same conference.
But the Raiders lead the overall series with 54 wins to 51 for the Memphis Tigers, formerly Memphis State.
Yep.
Excuse me if I slip up and say that at some point during the broadcast.
That could be expected.
Old habits are hard to break.
Boy, isn't that the truth? I grew up in Memphis. It was not Memphis State. It was Tiger High. I would try not to do that one. Memphis
has their radio crew here. They're doing a live stream broadcast for the Tiger Network, and of course we're on our flagship station WGNS, and we'll be for the Liberty Series. That'll be coming up on Thursday, 6 o'clock for the first pitch. Friday, 3 o'clock, and Saturday, 1 o'clock here at Reese Smith Field. 80 degrees, skies almost perfectly clear. There's a few scattered light clouds about, but going to be a great night to play a ball game.
It is going to be that. This is baseball weather. Finally, we get and we're supposed to have this kind of weather the rest of the week, so it'll be good baseball.
Well, the Raiders dropped 2 out of 3 to FIU over the weekend in Miami, and Memphis dropped 2 out of 3 to the American Conference leader, East Carolina. So both of these teams coming off back-to-back losses. Each team won their first game of the weekend series and lost the next 2. Highlight of that first win, of course, was the 4 home run game from Nathan Brewer, who had 5 hits in the game, 4 home runs and a single, and that's 17 total bases. Not too shabby.
Oh, gosh, you'd take it any time. And, of course, that sets a Blue Raider team record.
And a conference record.
That's right. I'm going back and looking at it. There are a whole bunch of people that have hit 3, a whole bunch more that have hit 2 in a game, but nobody has ever hit 4 in a game. So Nathan Brewer, and we needed all 4 of them.
And with that offensive output, you might think that he would have been a good candidate for hitter of the week, but not so. Hitter of the week goes to Tag Gollert of Missouri State. and he had a pretty good week. Hit 500 with 3 home runs, back-to-back 5 RBI games on Friday and Saturday, including a grand slam in that. And on Saturday went 3 for 5 with 2 home runs. So he was named the hitter of the week over our guys.
I guess our guy was number 2. I would certainly hope so.
Pitcher of the week was a guy we have faced, Eli Pillsbury of Jacksonville State, a left-hander. It's his second such award. Had 12 strikeouts on Friday night in 7 1/3 innings, gave up 1 earned run, and he gets the pitcher
But
of the week.
he didn't get the win.
He did not get the win.
Their bullpen ended up blowing that ball game.
So it's Middle Tennessee and Memphis. Before the umpires come out, I want you to check the conference schedule for tonight. It's a light
Very
conference
light
schedule.
A very light schedule. We've got, let's see, here we go. Liberty, and that's the one we probably need to be paying some attention to. They're hosting Wake Forest. They should be underway. Jacksonville State is at home. They've got Auburn coming to town. And then Sam Houston is hosting HCU. I don't know HCU.
Houston Christian, probably.
That would be it. Yes, okay. That would be it. So they get underway at 6 just like we do. So we'll keep an eye on those and get those scores. The important thing is this weekend schedule. It looks like Jacksonville State is going to win the conference. They've just got to win one game. But they've got an interesting matchup.
They got a 3-game lead.
They have a 3-game lead. Liberty would have to sweep, and Jacksonville State would have to get swept.
And that's that latter is unlikely.
The latter is unlikely. They're playing at Dallas Baptist, though. The one that we are really going to be paying close attention to is out in Las Cruces. New Mexico State has got FIU in. New Mexico State, they could sweep that series, and we could get swept and have identical records, and we still go the conference tournament.
Okay, we're going to take a break. Come back. We'll have starting lineups and a player interview for you. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit ChooseChip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's Locker Room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's Locker Room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
At State Farm.
You are
when home
listening
and
to
auto work as a
MTSU
team, you
Sports
score
on
and save money.
WGNS.
Middle Tennessee and the Memphis Tigers tonight. Final non-conference game. John, how about those starting lineups?
Well,
Brought to you by the Ascend Federal Credit Union. Can't forget that.
don't forget that. For the visiting Memphis Tigers, leading off will be the third baseman, Freddie Rodriguez. Batting second, the DH, Trey Cassidy. Batting third, the shortstop, Javon Hernandez. And in the cleanup spot, the catcher, Brady McAbee. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Shane Cox. Michael Gupton, the center fielder, bats sixth. Batting seventh, Webb Watson, the left fielder. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Tyler Harrington. And in right field, Cade Hidson, he bats ninth. The pitcher will be a sophomore, Seth Empson. For the Raiders, leading off in center field, Owen Noack. Batting second, playing first base this evening, Tyler Minnick. Cooper Clapp bats third. He'll be at second base. Nathan Brewer with what a weekend, huh? He will be in the cleanup spot, playing left field. Batting fifth, Lane Akers, the DH. Batting sixth, right fielder, Brett Rogers. Dean O'Neill bats seventh. He'll be behind the plate tonight. Brett Von Dolen bats eighth at third base. And the shortstop, Clay Badalak, bats ninth. And on the mound will be Landon Sexton.
Lineups brought to you by the Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics with 5 convenient locations in Murfreesboro. Before the game, I had a chance to talk with one of our graduating seniors. Let's hear what Cale Vinson has to say. Visiting with Blue Raider senior, or should I say graduate, Cale Vinson, before the Raiders take on Memphis. And Cale, congratulations, one of 12 of our baseball guys who got their diplomas this past weekend.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's it's a lot of hard work between baseball and going to class, being that student athlete, and just keeping that GPA up and continuing to pass all those classes was not the easiest thing, but we've all passed.
So college athletes still do go to class, don't they?
Oh yeah. We try to take some online classes, but majority of them are in person. Yes, sir.
Tell me about your degree, what your degree is in, and maybe what plans you have after school's out.
Yeah, so my degree was in concrete management with a minor in business. My plans are to go to Nashville and start working downtown with some of that concrete stuff, so we'll see.
Well, that's a booming business right now, especially with all the development that's going on in this area. I'm sure you won't have any trouble finding a spot.
No, sir, no. With the way Nashville is, it's constantly growing. I had that mindset early on that I wanted to go to Nashville and kind of stay within the area, and then maybe potentially come back to Murfreesboro at some point. But yeah, Nashville's growing.
So this is your 4th year with the program out of Oakland, and I see where your high school coach has just announced he's retiring.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Coach Hawks. He's had a long career, a lot of successful seasons. I was thankful for him to be able to play for him. 30-something years, I think. So I can't even imagine coaching that long. And happy retirement, Coach. So. And
he's sent a lot of players not only to our school but to other schools all across the southeast and the country.
Yes, sir. Yeah. There's been a lot of players coming in and out. A lot of guys go to college, get drafted. There's been a lot of draftees out of Oakland, and just to be one of those numbers to be able to go to college under Coach Hawks was pretty cool.
Well, it's kind of been a up and down career for you. I know you enjoyed playing with your brother that sophomore year, and you saw most time at second base, but the last 2 years you haven't had a lot of playing time. And as a player, players want to play.
Yes, sir.
I know that, but it's difficult, I guess, to understand what your role is and to accept it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's been tough. I played the 55 games sophomore year, got my feet wet, and then the past 2 years I've really been battling, trying to find a spot. But it's one of those things. I just got to always stay ready. Most of the bats that I've had this year, it's been few, but I've been trying to stay ready as much as possible with those ABs. And, we got a guaranteed 4 games left. Make the tournament. I'd love to get one of those ABs coming up these next few weeks.
Did you miss walking across the stage this past weekend?
Yes, sir, I did. We, I think my degree or whatever was supposed to graduate Friday evening. So, we were playing that night. Luckily, we won, so it worked out missing graduation. But, yeah, it's not the worst thing not to walk. It's those graduations are definitely long. So, but it was good. It was good.
I think most guys would rather be in the cage swinging a bat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I would.
Okay, so you've learned a lot as a starting player. What have you learned as a utility player, somebody who can play just about every position?
It's definitely difficult. Playing second base every day, you take your reps there. And then, you may get the call to go to outfield. You may get the call to go to first. You're just constantly taking reps throughout the week, trying to get so many ground balls at third, so many ground balls at second, first base, even some fly balls, which I haven't played outfield, in my career, but you never know when you might get called out there.
Well, it's been said that there are a lot of life lessons to be learned from playing this game, and some perhaps from not playing.
Yes, sir. It's one of those things you just got to keep working. No matter what you're doing, continue to work hard and be that teammate, be that person that's constantly backing them up, and just working hard and being an accountable teammate was one of those things that I've kind of learned throughout the years.
Going to miss seeing you after you leave, miss that big smile
yes, sir.
On your face, but I know you'll be back.
Yes, sir. Yeah, being from Murfreesboro, I do plan on coming back out here and seeing a few of the guys and just continuing to support MTSU. Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate the time. Let's get one tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Cale Benson, Blue Raiders senior, along with 12 of his teammates received their degrees, their diplomas this past weekend. So, John, you know what he's talking about when he says, not a starting player, but you got to be ready at all times.
Absolutely. I still remember my one time at bat, and I can tell you what it looked like. But I can also tell you what a great experience was. All those days, that was back in the days when you actually had somebody catching batting practice.
All right, we're going to take a 1-minute break. 1 minute, we'll be back with First Pitch on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. From the Blue Raider Network and Van Wagner College, it's time for Middle Tennessee State University baseball. Today's game is brought to you in part by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Jonathan Harmon, and Chip Walters, the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, and by Middle Tennessee State University. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Blue Raider Baseball.
Dick Plummer and John Callow with you from Maurice Smith Field. Raiders have taken the field. The defense is as usual. We'll run that by you as the game progresses. But, John, our starting pitcher, Landon Sexton, making his first start of the season.
Yeah, this is his first time out of the chute as a starter. He's made 7 appearances. He's thrown 6 1/3 innings, given up 4 runs, 3 earned on 5 hits, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts. He's got a .426 ERA, a 1-1 record, and opponents only hitting .217 against him.
He'll face Freddie Rodriguez, the leadoff hitter for Memphis, their third baseman, and the first pitch is a strike called.
At 6:04.
See, they started a minute earlier. I would have been able to give
That's
the
right.
defense.
Now, we had it timed right. They didn't.
One strike to count to Rodriguez. You want to keep this guy off the bases if possible. He's got 39 stolen bases this season.
Yeah, this is not somebody you want to have to worry about.
292 hitter overall. So the Raiders have Dean O'Neill behind the plate today, being a midweek game. And Tyler Minnick playing first base. Pitches outside for ball 2 with Von Dolan at third, Badalak at short, Cooper Clapp at second, Nathan Brewer in left, Nowak in center, Rogers in right. That's the defense behind Landon Sexton. The big right-hander delivers, and it's outside for ball 3. So Sexton listed at 6'6", I believe. He's out of South Carolina. And the pitch to the plate is high, and he issues a leadoff walk to Rodriguez. This Memphis team has stolen 115 bases. Compare that with the Blue Raiders' 52.
Yeah, I'd say they want to run, and they're going to be wanting to run immediately.
So the batter will be Trey Cassidy, the DH, and he's a left-handed hitter.
Well, that's kind of the classic MO for a lineup. Use a left-handed hitter as your number 2 guy, makes it harder for that catcher to throw or even to see that runner at first base.
Look at that lead he's got.
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
He slipped.
That is the only reason he didn't steal that base.
You think Coach Huber might have added a little extra layer of moisture when he hosed down the infield? One strike to count to Cassidy.
We've almost got a rain out here.
Need to throw to first here. Sexton does throw to first, and he's back.
Boy, and you're right. That is a huge lead. Look where he is.
He was all the way to the edge of the cutout. Yeah,
just on his primary lead.
So one strike to count to Cassidy.
He's about a half step shorter this time, but he's edging.
Another throw to first, and he's back.
Take another half step towards second base. That's how close that play was.
I imagine Cassidy has had to go through this a lot if he bats number 2 most of the time.
Yeah.
So Rodriguez edging off the bag at first, and a throw over there is not close. Well, he threw 5 pitches to Rodriguez, 1 to Cassidy. That's 6, and he's already thrown 4 to first base.
And
that doesn't count against his pitch count.
Yeah, he's taking an extra half step there. He's gone.
Throw to second, not in time. That is stolen base number 40 on the season for Rodriguez. The pitch was a ball, so it's 1-1 now to Cassidy.
Now let's see if if they try to steal third.
Von Dolan's going to move a few steps over closer to the bag just in case that is what's going to happen. The pitch, check swing, and that's a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Nice crowd on hand here on a Tuesday evening. $2 Tuesday, I think we call it. Swinging a ball hit down the left field line, going to drift out of play. It's looking into that sun, John. It's hard to see balls hit out toward left field.
It did not quite get to the Memphis bullpen down the left field line.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cassidy. Left-handed batter facing the right-hander Landon Sexton. Check of the runner, and the pitch misses outside for ball 2. Not many numbers on Sexton because he's only appeared in 7 games, but 6 walks in 6 innings. And that's been a drawback for him. Pitch is swung on, fouled out of play, and the count will hold at 2-2. So Liberty coming in for a series Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sexton with a 2-2 count to Cassidy, and the pitch is high, ball 3.
Well, coming into the weekend, Liberty is in second place in the league at 19-8. They're 3 games behind Jacksonville State. But Missouri State is right on their tail at 18-9.
3-2 pitch misses for ball 4, and first 2 batters in the first inning have walked.
Well, that's discouraging because he had an 0-2 count on Cassidy, did he not?
Here's Javon Hernandez, the shortstop. 269 hitter. He has 24 stolen bases. The most on the Raider team individually is 12 by Brett Rogers. So first and second with no outs. And a throw back to second base, not even close.
Well, he wasn't very far off the bag.
Rodriguez at second, Cassidy at first. Both have drawn first inning walks from Landon Sexton. And the pitch to Hernandez is bunted. Only play will be to first. He is out. And the runners advance to second and third. So a sacrifice bunt from Hernandez. Pitch to first for the first out. Cleanup hitter is Brady Maccabee. He is a junior and a left-handed hitter. Comes in at .313 on the season. I don't think he's their normal starting catcher. The pitch is a strike. Caught the inside corner, 0-1. Raiders play normal in the infield. They would give up a run to get an out. And a ball hit to first base. Minnick backhands it, makes a nice stab, and gets the out at first. Coming in to score is Rodriguez, first run of the game. So a productive out for Maccabee as he grounds out to Tyler Minnick unassisted. And Memphis with an early 1-0 lead. The runner on second also advanced. He's over third now. So the Tigers have scored a run without the benefit of a hit here in the first inning. Shane Cox is the batter. He's second baseman. Takes pitch high for ball 1.
Raiders already have action in their bullpen. Let me see if I can get a number.
Cox is a grad student in his 5th year with the program. You don't see that very often. And that one hit him in the back. So Cox, hit by a pitch, will trot down to first base.
Abel Elbron getting loose in the Raider bullpen.
So now first and third with 2 outs. And the batter is Michael Gupton. He's the center fielder. Gupton, a right-handed batter, comes in at 281. And the pitch to the plate is high for ball 1 to Gupton. Where's number 1 on the back of that gray road uniform? These schools have identical colors, blue and white. So there's a lot of those blue and white combinations out on the field. There's a foul out of play.
I think the Tigers would tell you that they are blue and gray. It seems to me I remember when I was a kid, we'd go over to the blue and gray bookstore over the.
Well, they've got gray uniforms.
Yeah, that's
blue numerals. Pitches outside, ball 2.
The blue is about the same shade, isn't it? There must have been a deal that year.
Yeah, blue. It is, and the number's not quite as distinctive as you might imagine for blue on gray.
No, they aren't, are they?
2-1. Runner goes from first. Fly ball down the right field line. Rogers chasing it into foul ground and can't catch up with it. Just past his outstretched glove and took one hop into the Blue Raider bullpen.
So everybody goes back and we do it again.
So the count will go to 2-2 on Michael Gupton. So Michael Gupton is he's listed as a senior. He's first year at Memphis, but his fourth school in 4 years, which
starting to be
shouldn't surprise us anymore, I guess.
Yeah, it's not as
line drive over Clapp's head into right field. One run will score, and the throw coming back. They'll have him again at first and third, and that's the first hit of this ball game.
Cooper Clapp knew it was coming in his way. He timed his leap, and it just barely got over his glove, and we got a visit to the mound from Coach Myers.
So Cassidy comes in to score. That's an RBI single for Michael Gupton. Cox advances to third, and Memphis with an early 2-0 lead. We'll have the number 7 hitter in their lineup coming up. So 12 Blue Raiders received their degrees this weekend. Ollie Aikens, Clay Badalak, Landon Birch, Cooper Clapp, Jackson Fortner, David Horn Jr., Jackson Janella, Keaton Ray, pitcher Landon Sexton, Johnny Stevens, Cale Vinson, and Brett Von Dolan. And they'll be soon getting letters from the Alumni Association.
You mean it's not already in the mail?
Here's Watson, the left fielder. He's a freshman, redshirt freshman. That's from the left side. And Sexton's pitch is outside for ball 1. 2-0. Tigers leading. Sexton with the pitch. Strike at the knees. Count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. First and third with 2 outs. 2 runs in here in the top of the first inning. And the throw to first, the runner back. Gupton, the runner at first, has 14 stolen bases. So just about everybody on this team likes to run. Here's they throw to first again, and they almost picked him off. Gupton just got back in there.
Oh, I thought
ahead of Minnick's tag.
Thought we might have him.
So we'll go back to a 1-1 count to Watson.
Gupton is not taking the kind of primary lead, though, that we saw
Rodriguez
take.
Yeah, another throw over there. Watson is in his second year at Memphis. He was redshirted last year. 6-footer, weighs 210. Out of North Little Rock, swinging a foul back.
He was moving.
Count will go 1-2, and the runner, Gupton, will have to return to first. Landon Sexton trying to pitch his way out of this jam in the first inning. The runner on first goes, faked the throw to second. The runner at third was alert and got back to the bag without a throw. So that'll be a stolen base for Gupton. That's his 15th of the season. So second and third now. And a 2-2 count on Webb Watson. The pitch. Foul out of play. Memphis under the direction of Matt Reiser. He's in his third year. Native of Mississippi. He was formerly head coach at Southeast Louisiana. Had a great deal of success there. So third year at the helm of the Tigers. The 2-2 pitch. Ooh, pretty good looking pitch.
Sure was.
Plate umpire Tanner Allison said, nope, that's ball 3. First base umpire is Ben Wood. Johnny Lowry is the third base umpire. Right now standing in the middle of the infield. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Fly ball center field. Nowak coming in, still coming, makes a running catch, and he'll head to the dugout. That is out number 3. In the first inning for the Tigers, they pick up 2 runs on 1 hit, and there were 2 men left on base. So we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. It is Memphis 2, Middle Tennessee coming to bat. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
And we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Raiders trailing by a 2-0 score. Defensively, Memphis will line up this way with Brady McAbee behind the plate. They'll have Rodriguez at third, Hernandez at short, Cox at second, Harrington at first. In the outfield, Watson will be in left field, Gupton in center, and Cade Hitson, a Murfreesboro native, will be in right field. And on the mound will be the right-hander Seth Empson.
Seth Empson making his 14th appearance, his 8th start. He's thrown 57 in the third innings. He's given up 49 runs, all but one of them earned on 67 hits, 33 walks, 44 strikeouts. He's got an 8.36 ERA, a 1-3 record with no saves, and opponents are hitting .265. Here's a number I like, Dick. He leads their team in home runs surrendered. He's given up 12 long balls.
He'll face Owen Nowak here in the first inning. Nowak, Minnick, and Clapp. The first pitch, Owen takes it outside for ball 1. Nowak leads the Raiders in several offensive categories. Empson's pitch comes in for a strike, 1-1. 330, that's the highest batting average on the team. He scored more runs, 47, and had more hits, 62, than anyone else on the team. Pitch is outside for ball 2, and it's 2-1. Tyler Minnick playing first base tonight, waiting to hit next. There's a ball lined into right field. That is a base hit for Nowak. And the Raiders have the leadoff man on here in the first inning. Sharp single between first and second.
You know what else Nowak leads the team in?
Fewest strikeouts.
And fielding percentage. You know, he realized he has not made an error for the Raiders this year.
Here's Tyler Minnick. He's got that long 41-game on-base streak on the line. First pitch to Minnick is high and inside for ball one. So this is game number 52. He's been on base for the last 41 straight games. That's amazing. And he hits a high fly ball into right center field. Right fielder Hitson coming in will make the catch. And that is out number one here in the first inning. One away for Cooper Clapp. Pretty good road trip with the bat. He had a couple of home runs in Florida.
He'll be one of our returners next year.
308 with now 8 home runs on the season. And the pitch. It's low and inside to Clapp for ball one.
Tried to throw him something off speed, down and in.
Nowak leads at first. And the right-hander's pitch is swung on, hit to right field. That one's tagged. That one is way back, and that one is gone.
Dick, we got a tie ball game.
Cooper Clapp drives it over the right field fence just to the right of the big scoreboard in right center. And that is number 9. And that young man's been on a tear.
And that's the 13th home run that Seth Ipson has given up.
2-run homer for Cooper Clapp. That is an Old South Properties home run. Old South, Tennessee's favorite home builder and official home builder of Middle Tennessee State.
Well,
this
that's what you
season's
want to
home
do.
run sponsor.
Oop, I'm sorry. That's what you want to do, right? They score 2, you come back and put 2 on the board, and then you add on.
Here's Nathan Brewer. Takes the first pitch a bit high for ball one.
How about back-to-back here?
So leadoff single, and then a 2-run homer from Cooper Clapp. Swinging strike, 1-1.
That was his home run swing.
With the 4 home runs at FIU Friday night, Nathan now has 12 on the season. There's a ground ball to first. Harrington, the first baseman, fields it, steps on the bag, and that's out number 2. So 2 down here in the first. Lane Akers will be the batter. Lane with a healthy .315 batting average, 7 home runs.
I'd say he has to be a leading candidate for Conference USA Freshman of the Year.
Ground ball to short. Hernandez up and throws across and got him.
Boy, he almost pulled his foot.
So Akers grounds out short to first. And that's it for the Raiders in the first inning, but they come up with 2 runs to tie on 2 hits and nobody left. We have completed 1 full inning. Memphis 2, Middle Tennessee 2. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the second inning, and maybe one of those nights, John.
Well, I think it is going to be a bullpen night because we're going to see our first call to the bullpen. Abel Alvaron is on the mound now for the Raiders. His 14th appearance, all but 4 of those in relief. He's thrown 26 in the third innings, giving up 27 runs, 23 earned on 34 hits, 14 walks, 20 strikeouts. He has got an ERA of 7.86 and 0-1 record with no saves.
Alvaron, a Floridian right-hander. He's a junior, transferred up here from Florida Southwestern Community College.
All 4 of those starts have been midweek games, have they not?
Yes, I'm sure they have. This is Tyler Harrington. Harrington, that's from the right side, stands in at 278 on the year with 3 home runs. He's a right-hander. And the pitch is a strike, caught the outside corner, 0-1. Harrington, number 8 in the order. Alvaron with the pitch. Foul to the screen. The count will go to 0-2 on the Memphis first baseman.
Final numbers on Landon Sexton. He goes an inning, gives up 2 runs, both earned on a hit, 2 walks, no strikeouts, and a hit batter.
2 strikes the count to Harrington, leading off inning number 2. Alvaron's pitch hit up the middle and fielded by Badalack. Throw to first is a little off the mark. Great stop by Clay Badalack, but his momentum carried him all the way into the outfield and couldn't get anything much on the throw. So that'll be an infield hit for Harrington. He is at first base.
On one hand, what a great job of getting to that ball, keeping it from going to the outfield.
This is Cade Hitson.
That one might have been a good one to just put in your back pocket.
Hitson, the Murfreesboro native out of Riverdale High School. Takes the strike, 0-1. Kell, 2 years at Walter State. I'm sorry, 1 year at Walter State, 1 year at Columbia State. That was last year, and his first year with the Tigers. Foul tip, and it's 0-2. Hitson hit .338 at Columbia State last year with 10 home runs. Here he's hitting .284. Bats from the left side. And the pitch hit him. That's very frustrating for a pitching coach, John, to get ahead 0-2 and then hit the batter. So first and second, no outs, and Rodriguez will stand in.
This is kind of where we came in the first inning, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 2 hit batters already by Blue Raider pitchers in the game. Rodriguez drew a walk to start the game and takes this pitch for ball 1.
Showed bunt. I tell you, with his speed, a good bunt, even though you're playing for the bunt, could end up being a base hit instead of a sacrifice.
They bunted in this situation in the first inning, first and second, no outs. Showed bunt again, took the pitch for ball 2. 2-0. They're trying to give us an out, John.
They are. And I'd love to have it because that means he would not be running the bases.
Pitch is bunted. Von Dolan charges, going to have to make a quick throw. Got him.
Whoa.
Just by a fraction. No argument. And that will be a sacrifice bunt, moving the runners to second and third. But in any event, we're glad to see Rodriguez not on the base path. So 1 out, second and third. Here's Cassidy. Cassidy drew a walk, scored in the first inning.
Is Coach Reiser there? Does he do his own third base coaching?
Must be.
He's been discussing that call with the first base umpire. He wants him to consult.
I don't know why they do that, John. Why do they consult? Because the first base umpire,
he's the one that's right there.
Right on the play.
Yeah.
What can the other 2 umpires tell him?
Nothing.
Hey, you missed
You're
that
right.
one?
You're right. You're right. And he's already, yep. There you go.
Besides, umpires are going to take up for each other. You know that.
Without that instant replay.
So 1 out, runners second and third. That's the rant of the day, I guess. Here's Cassidy. He drew a walk in the first inning. Bats from the left side. Albron's pitch, breaking ball, caught the outside corner, strike one.
Pitch. Middle infielders are conceding that run to get the out.
As they did in the first inning. Fouled out of play, and it's 0-2.
Well, a strikeout here would be just ideal, would it not?
Cassidy is in his first year. He's listed as a catcher, so he might be their regular catcher. He's out of state of Michigan and transferred from Ohio University, where he played his first 2 years. The pitch, check swing, and that one's low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And once again, we have a lot of youngsters out at the ballpark.
We do.
And a few Ulsters. Present company accepted. And that is ball 2.
Yeah, got up just above the letters.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Cassidy. We're in a 2-2 ball game, and we're in the second inning. Runners second and third. Ball 3 is low. John, this is already looking like a 3.5-hour ball game.
I got my fingers crossed otherwise, but I think you're right.
Full count, 3-2. Albron with the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Badalak behind the bag at second. Over to first, and it gets away from Minnick. The run scores, and a second runner will come in to score.
Yeah.
So that's an error on somebody.
Wow.
Cassidy reaches, and now it is 4-2. Three. First base. Throw.
Is that what they're calling it?
Minnick calling it on first baseman.
E3.
Yep.
I think that's the right call.
Runner goes. Ground ball to short. Badalak, no play at second. Over to first in time. That's out number 2. But 2 runs have already come across on an error. Haven't seen Tyler make too many errors at first base. But that throw was off to the outfield side of the bag, and he just didn't handle it.
Well,
down to second goes Cassidy as he was running with the pitch. So 2 down.
I'm wondering if the sun might have not have been a factor on that.
Maccabee takes the strike, 0-1.
The shadows from Floyd Stadium have come almost, 15 feet to the outfield side of the first baseline.
There's a base hit to center field. Cassidy will be waved, and another run will be in for the Tigers. Coming in to score, Cassidy on the base hit by Maccabee. And that will make it 5-2. Second hit off Alberon, and the third run. I think those other 2 will be unearned.
That last one is certainly unearned. Let me check on the. With the base hit, they're probably going to be unearned now as well.
Cox takes a strike, 0-1. Had that play at first been made, that would not have been the third out, but
the first one is earned. The last 2 are unearned.
Here's the pitch, blowing outside. Count will go to 1-1 to Shane Cox. Maccabee at first with 2 outs. 3 runs in here in the second inning. Tigers lead it 5-2. Alberon with the pitch. Line drive to left field. It's going to be in for a base hit. Brewer plays it on the hop. It's a strong throw into third, and runners will be at first and second. That's the third hit in the inning. Here's Gupton, had a single in the first inning. And he'll be the 8th man to bat here in inning number 2. Right-handed batter, 13 home runs to lead their team. Alberon's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Mentioned Gupton is in his 4th team in 4 years. Takes a pitch inside, 1-1. Freshman year at North Carolina State, sophomore at Gulf Coast Community College, junior year at Samford, where he hit over 300. This pitch is fouled out of play, and the count will go to 1-2.
Colt Cates throwing in the Raider bullpen.
Runners at first and second. 2 outs here in the second inning. 3 runs have scored. Alberon with the pitch. Foul straight back to the screen. Count remains 1-2 to the right-handed hitter Gupton. Just about the entire infield's in the shade now. And the pitch. That's low. Count will go to 2-2 on Gupton.
Shane Cox over at first base is taking a huge lead since they're not holding him.
Well, he's not going to be running unless the guy on second runs. The pitch. Ground ball to short. Badalak charges over to first and got him.
Whoa.
and the throw to the plate, you don't need it. That's the third out. That'll be a 6-3 put out on Gupton. Minnick made a fine play at first base.
Sure
that
did.
throw was off to the outfield side. In the inning, 3 runs on 3 hits. There was an error and 2 men left. So we'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Haven't seen any goose eggs up on that scoreboard yet. Memphis 5, Middle Tennessee 2. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
We go to the second inning. Raiders will have Rogers, O'Neill, and Von Dolan scheduled to face the right-hander Seth Empson. Empson gave up a 2-run homer to Cooper Clapp in the first inning. And now the Raiders find themselves in a 3-run hole. Pitch to Rogers is outside for ball 1. We mentioned earlier he leads the Raiders in stolen bases, 12 and out of 17 attempts. There's ball 2, 2-0. Brett, a redshirt sophomore out of Chattanooga. This pitch is low, throw out ball 3. 3-0.
Well, we need base runners.
And Empson's pitch misses badly outside.
Yeah.
That's a 4-pitch leadoff walk to Brett Rogers.
Well, we got to make them pay.
Thank Dylan Simmons for filling in for us over the weekend down in Miami, Florida. You know, it's a tough assignment to send somebody to Miami, where it was very warm, I understand.
I bet.
Talking to some of the players. Here's Dean O'Neill. He's behind the plate today. Takes the pitch for a strike, 0-1.
I was just surprised there were no rain delays while we were in Miami.
O'Neill's batting average has dropped below the 300 mark, but he still leads the team in runs batted in with 48 on the year. Throw to first, runner back. Well, I guess our fret guys are, school is out. I guess they're gone for the year, huh?
They're not there tonight.
That one hit high there. That's a major league pop-up. Shortstop Hernandez back in shallow left field, makes the catch for out number 1. So
that is not a pop-up, is it?
The batter will be Brett Von Dolan. Another one of our weekend graduates.
He's still got another year of eligibility, doesn't he?
Yes. Empson with the pitch, ground ball. That's a double play ball. Out at second and out at first. That's a 6-4-3 double play, and that will retire the side. here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, and with the double play, nobody left. So we've completed 2 full innings. Memphis 5, Middle Tennessee 2. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit ChooseChip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We'll go to the third inning. 5-2. Memphis has scored in each of the first 2 innings, and Abel Alberon will start his second inning of work. The only batter not to bat in the second inning for Memphis was Webb Watson. So he'll lead off here in the third. Watson, Harrington, and Hitson, bottom 3 in the batting order.
We need to have a clean inning here. Get back to the plate and try to do some damage.
Watson, a left-handed hitter, had a fly ball to center field to end the first inning. Takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Redshirt freshman, Webb Watson. And Alberon's pitch just missed the knees for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Raider outfield plays him straight away, as does the infield. And there's a drive down the right field line that's foul, and that one,
boy,
did it leave the ballpark?
I think it did. It went a long way.
Just to the left of the bullpen, Raider bullpen, down the right field line. So the count is 2-1 to Watson.
That's Cole Cates up throwing again.
There's a line drive into right center. It's going to drop for a base hit. Leadoff single for Watson. That'll be the 4th hit off Alberon and the 5th hit in the game for the Tigers. The batter will be Tyler Harrington, first baseman. Had a base hit up the middle in the second inning. So the Raider infield will set up in double play depth. Maybe they can get 1-2. Pitch. That's a strike call, 0-1. Alberon checks the runner at first, and the pitch. Fouled out of play to the right. She's ahead in the count, 0-2.
Oh, look, we got a parade starting. Look at those young men in the red jerseys. I think they might be able to find a baseball over there.
2 strikes the count. Ground ball to short. Cut off by Von Dolan. No play at second. Gets the out at first. That ball was hit so slowly, Von Dolan had time to get over in front of Badalak to cut it off and make the play.
I'm not sure if he had not done that and Badalak would have been forced to make the play. I'm not sure we would have gotten that runner at first base.
So 1 out. Runner at first, Watson advances to second. The batter is Cade Hitson, number 9 hitter. Swings and misses on the first Albron delivery. Hitson was hit by a pitch.
Is he the one that got hit on the 0-2 count?
Yep. And he later came around to score. Swing and a ground ball, kind of a cue shot down the third baseline, foul.
Yeah,
and it's 0-2.
That run he scored was determined to have been unearned since he scored as a result of the error.
So Albron ahead, 2 strikes. Foul to the screen.
He's trying to go to left field, isn't he, Dick?
Well, I don't know if he's consciously doing that or not, or just swinging at an outside pitch. They teach him how to do that, though. The pitch popped up. O'Neill off with the mask behind the home plate. Will take it for out number 2. So Hitson pops out to the catcher for the second out. And with 2 outs, the leadoff man is Rodriguez. John, he's batting for the 3rd time in 3 innings. Walked and scored in the first, laid down a nice sacrifice in the 2nd inning, which led to a couple of runs. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
We need to get him. Don't need to have him on base.
One strike to count to Rodriguez. Fouled out of play, and it's 0-2. Well, one thing the Raiders can be glad of, John, the road games are over. The Raiders did not fare well on the road again this year.
Well, all we can do is look at those standings and see that FIU, and we need them to take a couple of losses this weekend.
That pitch must have been a little low. I don't know what was wrong with it.
FIU even worse on the road than us. They're 0-12. Even Delaware has won on the road once.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Rodriguez. Check of the runner at second. Ground ball to second. Big hop. Cooper Clapp over to first, and that's going to do it in the 3rd inning. Rodriguez grounds out second to first. No runs. A leadoff single, but nothing else. And 1 man left. So the first 0 on the board for Memphis. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Memphis 5, Middle Tennessee 2. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Mentioned the Raiders' worries on the road. Their home record has been very good. Raiders are 20-9 here at Reese Smith Field, but only 4-18 on the road. Now, last year we finished 4-19 on the road. So you could say we improved by one game.
Yeah.
But
you know, I look at that home record. There is only one team in the conference with a better home record than us, and that's Jacksonville State.
Clay Badalack will lead off the third, takes ball one outside.
Jacksonville State 13-2. A couple of us at 9 well, let's see. We're 9-3. Louisiana Tech at 9-3.
Strike call to Badalack. It's 1-1.
That's good company.
Swing and a foul tip back into the catcher's mitt. And the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And now they'll shift with 2 strikes, putting the third baseman, Rodriguez, over in
where the second
right
baseman
side.
Normally play.
Yeah, that's a funny alignment. Pitch is fouled out of play.
Oh, it's not one you'd see in the major leagues anymore, is it?
No. No, you'd have to have 2 fielders on either side of second base. Ground ball to short. And the throw to first is just in time.
Made that a close play.
Badalack retired short to first for out number 1. The batter will be Owen Nowak, who led off the first inning for the Raiders with a single. Came around to score on Cooper Clapp's home run. Memphis leading 5-2. And first pitch, a little breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1.
The return throw got past the pitcher.
That's a little embarrassing for a catcher, isn't it?
It is. The only thing more embarrassing would be to bounce it back to your pitcher.
Pitch is a ball high. Count will go to 1-1. Empson is not a flamethrower. Delivers this pitch high for ball 2. 2-1. Ball 3 is outside, and the count goes 3-1 to Owen Nowak. 1 out here in the third inning.
Memphis got a right-hander starting to throw in their bullpen.
And the pitch. Outside, ball 4. Well, I thought the count was 3-1. Apparently it was 2-1.
Now it's 3-2.
3-2.
That's what the scoreboard says.
Ball hit in the air, deep into right center field. Everybody on a long run. Center fielder caught that, made a running catch.
At the wall, at the 365 sign.
Yeah, right under the scoreboard in right center field. So that'll be out number 2.
Well, I thought that had a chance to get out.
Here's Tyler Minnick. Tyler retired in the first inning on a fly ball to right. Base is empty, 2 outs. And the pitch to the plate. Minnick takes a strike. No balls, 1 strike. This pitch outside for ball 1. Empson is a fairly fast worker out there. Gets the ball back, and he's ready to pitch again. Strike call, 1-2.
Yeah, that's not all bad.
Minnick stands in with a 1-2 count and smashes into left field for a base hit.
Got just under the shortstop's glove.
So that will extend his on-base streak to 42 consecutive games. It is also the third hit for the Raiders in this contest. And with 2 outs, the batter, Cooper Clapp, had a 2-run homer in the first inning.
Throw him that same pitch.
Pitch is outside for ball 1.
And one of the things we could go to school on that drive of Noak's, there is absolutely nothing being wind-aided tonight.
Pitch to the plate, comes in low for ball 2.
He almost bounced that back. Did you see that, Dick? That would have been even the catcher.
No, I didn't notice that.
He got the pitcher had to go down low. He almost bounced that.
2 balls, no strikes.
That is truly embarrassing.
There's a line drive in the right, a base hit. Minnick will hold at second, and the Raiders have something going with 2 outs here in the third inning. Runners at first and second, and the batter's Nathan Brewer. Brewer grounded out to the first baseman unassisted in the first inning.
He could fill up that hole in a hurry. Couple of runners on.
So Brewer with 12 home runs to lead the team, stands in from the left side. And the pitch inside for ball 1. First 2 men in the inning went down, but Minnick single to left, Clapp a single to right, first and second. And the pitch swung on, pop foul back out of play, and the count will go to 1-1 on the Raider left fielder.
Did one of those young people get that baseball? Looks like they're organizing something down there.
Empson ready with a 1-1, grounded to first. Going to be a foul ball.
Whoa.
Just outside the line. Skipped past the first base bag.
Caught a break on that, though, because that would have been a 3 unassisted in the inning. Instead, Brewer gets to see another pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Nathan Brewer. Lane Akers on deck. And the 1-2 pitch over but low, ball 2. Our opponent for the final conference series, Liberty, is playing Wake Forest tonight. I don't know if they're at home or...
Yeah, they're in
Carolina,
Virginia.
Playing at home. That's a hard shot off the second baseman's glove. Minnick's going to score. Claps on his way to third, and it's a 5-3 ball game. So the Raiders, with a 2-out rally here in the third, cut into that lead. Brewer sharp single off the second baseman's glove, scoring Minnick, and moving Clapp over to third. So now it's 5-3. His third hit in the inning. 5th hit overall for the Raiders.
That right-hander in the Tiger bullpen throwing a little bit harder now.
So first and third, 2 outs. Here's Lane Akers. Lane grounded out in the first inning. Takes a strike. 0-1. Right-hander comes set. And the pitch fouled out of play, and the count will go to 0-2 on Akers. So each team tonight with a freshman in the starting lineup. Lane Akers, for the Raiders and Webb Watson for the Tigers. Both are redshirt freshmen. 2 strikes the count. High for a ball, 1-2. Been a while since the Memphis Tigers have been here. I think that would probably go back to 2020 or 19. There's a strike call, and that's going to be 3 of them on Akers. Called out on strikes for out number 3. But in the inning, 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 left. Totals after 3 innings for Memphis, 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors. And for the Blue Raiders, 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. 5-3, Memphis leads. We go to the 4th inning. This is Blue Raider baseball coming to you from Van Wagner.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Abel Albaron will be starting his 3rd inning of work, and he'll face the number 2 hitter in the lineup, Trey Cassidy. Cassidy's been on base twice and scored twice. Once on a walk, once on an error. Left-handed hitter. And Albaron's first pitch to him misses for ball 1. 5-3, Memphis leading. We're in the 4th inning. Albaron pitches out of the set position. And a strike is called, 1-1. Trey Cassidy, a first-year Memphis Tiger. The 1-1 pitch, taken for strike 2. A left-handed hitter. He is the DH and listed as a catcher. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's fouled out of play. Count holds at 1-2. Very pleasant here on this
It's terrific.
Tuesday evening. 80 degrees at game time. Bouncing ball to short. Charging. That's a 2-hop pickup, and Cadillac cannot make a play. It's going to be an infield hit for Cassidy. That ball just died on the second hop. So it'll be hit number 5 off Albaron. And Hernandez will stand in. Had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning, grounded out in the second. Right-handed hitter with a .269 average and 4 home runs. Throw to first, a high throw, and Minnick had to extend his 6'4" frame to pull that one in. Cassidy does not take as big a lead as
no
most of their other players. Pitch is outside to Hernandez, ball one.
That's about half the lead that Freddie Rodriguez was taking in the first inning.
But he is a catcher, John.
Then I think
by trade.
Then he's quite ambitious to take as big a lead as he is, then, I'd say.
And a throw to first will chase him back. Did you ever have a stolen base?
No.
Did you ever catch anybody stealing?
I almost did.
Almost doesn't count.
No.
Pitch to the plate is in for a strike. It's a good fastball. 1-1. Runner at first, nobody out. We're in the top of the fourth inning. The runner goes. Throw to second. He's going to be out. He is OUT at second base. O'Neill guns him down. That will go 2-4. Cooper Clapp taking the throw. That is out number one. And the count will be 2-1 on Hernandez. So one out here in the fourth and nobody on base. Albrun's pitch, breaking ball, stays high, ball three. And the right-hander comes 3-1, popped up. That's another high pop-up. Badalak backing up, still on the dirt part of the infield, will make the catch for out number two. Two down in the fourth. Brady Backeby, the catcher, had a base hit in the second inning. He's 1 for 2. Backeby, his first year as a Memphis Tiger. He's a left-handed hitter. And pitch to him is fouled off his fist. Back over the press box, strike one. A native of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Played his freshman year at Snead State Community College, second year at East Central Community College. There's an off-speed pitch in for a strike. That's a beautiful pitch by Albron. Change speeds. And Maccabee in a 0-2 hole with two outs here in the fourth inning. And a swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That's our first strikeout of the day, isn't it?
Our first Vision strikeout of the afternoon. First Vision Bank, proud partner of MTSU Athletics and the official strikeout partner this season. Don't strike out on your banking services. First Vision Bank, providing more power to your business. And that First Vision strikeout, the Raiders' first of the ball game. So we will go to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Memphis 5 and Middle Tennessee 3 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Brett Rogers leads off the fourth inning for the Raiders. He drew a walk but was erased as part of a double play in the second inning. Rogers hitting .310 on the year with a couple of home runs. Stands in from the left side, looks at ball one outside. 0-1. And the right-hander delivers on a line drive down the right field line. That is a foul ball and not by very much.
Just a couple of feet.
That
had double written all over it if it could have stayed fair.
Or maybe triple. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rogers has 1 triple this season. And he can pick them up and lay them down on the bases. Pitches outside, popped out of the catcher's mitt. 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a line drive into left center. That's going to get down for a hit. Brett Rogers leads off the 4th inning with a line single to left. And the batter will be Dean O'Neill. It's hit number 6 off Empson. And O'Neill, who popped out in the 2nd inning, will stand in.
Tigers still have a right-hander throwing. He's been throwing for about an inning and a half now. I expect he's ready.
That's just about down below the top row of the football stadium now as O'Neill delivers a base hit to center. Rogers on his way to third and cut off by the shortstop. He looked at third, decided no play. He looked back at first, decided no play there. So it's first and third.
You mean because O'Neill was laying on top of the bag on his stomach, right? He saw that they were thinking about throwing back behind the runner.
Hit number 7 off Empson. First and third, no outs for Brett Bondolan. Grounded into a double play in the 2nd inning. Need to stay away from that here. Swing and a fly ball. That's a foul ball and going to be out of play. Down the left side. 1 strike to Bondolan. Visit to the mound now. The head coach tells the catcher, you just stay put. I'll take care of this. Catcher started out there.
Yeah.
Coach.
I don't think I've ever quite seen that. But
Coach waved him back behind the plate. He said, I'll take care of this. Yeah. Having a little one-on-one with his pitcher.
He is right in his pitcher's face.
Got his 1 strike to Bondolan. Home plate umpire wants to get in. He may wave him away. But no, the conference breaks up.
That was
1 strike to count to Brett Bondolan. Something about that last pitch did not please the head coach.
Or was that the pitching coach?
No, that was the head coach. There's a line drive and a base hit to center field, and that's not going to please him either.
No, and that right-hander down in their bullpen is
a run is in.
He's got to be ready.
Bondolan with a sharp single past the shortstop into left. And runners will be at first and second with no outs. Hit number 8, run number 4 off Empson.
Yeah, that cuts the deficit to 1.
And it's a 5-4 ball game with Clay Badalak the batter, and you can look for a bunt here. Right-hander comes set. Badalak bunts. Pitcher picks it up. Looks at third, looks at second, throws the ball away.
Bounced it to the first baseman, got under his glove. That's got to be an E1 on the throw.
And it's a good thing the second baseman was alert, John, because had he not backed the play up, that ball would have trickled down the right field line.
That's
and
right.
Runners would run wild.
And that.
So that's going to load the bases with no outs.
Yeah, and that gets the second visit to the mound. That's going to be it for Empson.
So we're going to have a pitching change here. While that's going on, we'll take a break. We'll tell you that you're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
So we do have a new pitcher in for the Tigers. That's good old Charlie Smith.
Well, let's see. Let me find Charlie Smith here. I got him. He's making his 19th appearance. All but two of them have been in relief. Thrown 37 2/3 innings, given up 42 runs, 38 earned on 54 hits, 17 walks, 20 strikeouts, a 9.08 ERA, a 1-2 record with one save. Opponent's hitting .338. He has given up 7 home runs.
Charlie Smith is a senior. 6'2", 180 out of Knoxville, and pitched prior to coming to Memphis at Chattanooga State Community College. So it's his second year with the Tigers. And no, the right fielder is not Lucy.
That last warm-up pitch of his came in at 91.
The Raiders will have the bases loaded with no outs, trailing 5-4. So Empson does not escape the fourth inning. Rogers led off with a single to left. O'Neill singled. Von Dolan singled and drove in a run. And Badalak tried to bunt, sacrificed the runners over, reached on a throwing error by the pitcher. So Smith ready to pitch, and Nowak hits it softly to second base. They throw to second. That's the only play, and a run is in, and we're tied. As O'Neill comes in to score, play goes second to first.
It was second to short.
Second to short for the force out on Badalak. And Von Dolan advances to third. He is there. And Nowak is at first on the fielder's choice. First and third, one out. And it's 5-5 here in the fourth inning. The pitch. That's a ground ball in the hole. That is going to be a base hit. The run will score.
They had him, they were playing the infield up the middle, playing him to pull like the book has been on Minnick for the last 6 weeks, and he just pushed that ball, never got out of the infield, but it drove in Von Dolan, and the Raiders are on top.
It is now 6-5. Give Minnick a run batted in. It's his second hit.
You got to call that an infield hit.
And all of those runs charged to the starter, Empson. Here's Cooper Clapp. Takes it inside, ball one. Runners at first and second. One out here in the fourth inning. Raiders have scored 3 and have taken the lead 6-5. Smith with the pitch. Fly ball, left center field, well hit. Left fielder back, long run. Makes a running catch.
Well, he had to go a long, long way.
That's the freshman Watson out there,
Yeah.
and he made a terrific catch out by the 365 mark on the warning track to Rob Clapp and the Blue Raiders, who
that is a long,
probably have scored a couple on that. It had been.
Oh, wow.
So 2 outs, first and second. Nathan Brewer, the batter.
That's almost 40 yards, 50 yards he had to run for that?
Strike call, 0-1. Six to 5. Raiders have taken the lead here in the fourth inning. Smith looks back at second, and pitch is hit high in the air but shallow. Shortstop Hernandez is back. He'll take it for out number 3. So Brewer pops out in the inning. 8 men come to the plate, and 3 of them come in to score. So we had 3 runs on 4 hits. There was an error, and 2 men left on base. So we have completed 4 full innings. Middle Tennessee 6, Memphis 5. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Kibble Albron out to start his 4th inning. As the starter Landon Sexton pitched only 1 inning, the first. Albron came on to start the 2nd and has pitched a couple of scoreless innings back-to-back.
Well, he needs to pitch a few more, let the Raiders score a few more runs, add on, and let's get that 27th out and have a win and get ready for Liberty on Thursday.
Shane Cox will lead off the 5th inning for Memphis. Cox had a base hit his last at bat. Takes his first pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Cox is a grad student. Tigers, and he's out of the West Tennessee town of Munford. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2. He's in his 5th year at Memphis, so this has been his only stop in college baseball. Hit .286 last year with 9 home runs as a senior. Now he's playing his 5th year. Ball hit high in the air in the infield. Minnick, first baseman, is under it, and he gloves it for out number 1. Cox pops out to first baseman Tyler Minnick for the first out.
He just camped under that thing. Had a lot of time to pitch his tent to hell work, start the fire.
Probably easier to catch that thing with a first baseman's mitt than it would be with a catcher's mitt, huh?
That's right. Although, the catcher's mitts these days are a lot closer to a traditional first baseman's mitt than they were to a traditional catcher's mitt.
Michael Gupson takes the first pitch from Albron for ball one. And the right-hander delivers. Pitch number 2 is swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. So a couple of in-state schools battling it out here in Murfreesboro. 6-5, the Raiders lead it. Top of the 5th inning. There's a swing and a foul out of play. The count will go to 1-2.
This is the battle of the normal schools, isn't it?
It is.
Middle Tennessee Normal against West Tennessee Normal.
Yep. There you go. Now, this is anything but a normal ball game. 1-2 the count. And Albron's pitch hit on a hop to second. Cooper Clapp up with it. Over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the 5th. And the batter will be Webb Watson. This young man made a really outstanding catch in the outfield to perhaps rob us of a couple of runs.
Yep.
Redshirt freshman. Watson out of North Little Rock, Arkansas. Bats from the left side. And Albron with the pitch, check swing, and fouled over by the on-deck circle. And then bounced into the Memphis dugout. 1 strike. Watson flied out in the 1st inning and singled in the 3rd. Albron's pitch swung on and missed. That high fastball came in at 91, and Watson couldn't catch up to it. 2 strikes.
I think Albron has settled down some since that 2nd inning when he came in.
Pitch is high for ball 1, 1-2.
He was having trouble throwing strikes. Now he's getting that fastball over. Commanding the zone a whole lot better.
Base is empty, 2 outs. And a 1-2 pitch coming to Watson. Took it high for ball 2. 2-2. Albron got his first strikeout to end the 4th inning. He'd like to do the same thing here in the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the right-hander delivers and struck him out swinging. So he did.
Just muscled up on him.
He repeated what he did in the 4th inning. 3 up, 3 down in the 5th. Nothing across for Memphis. And we are halfway home in this game. It's Middle Tennessee 6, Memphis 5. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit ChooseChip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Raiders sent 8 men to the plate in the fourth, scored 3 times. And now Lane Akers, the only Raider who did not bat in the fourth inning, will lead off the fifth. Akers has grounded out and struck out. He's 0 for 2.
Numbers on the starter for Memphis, Seth Empson. He goes 3+ innings, gives up 6 runs, all earned on 8 hits, a walk, and a strikeout.
Akers stands in from the right side. And the first pitch to him is a ball low. So I imagine Akers and the right fielder, Cade Hitson, have squared off before. Hitson from Riverdale and Akers from Oakland. Oh, Akers from Siegel, I'm sorry. Still in the vicinity, though.
Just down the street, right?
Yep, there's a strike. 1-1. Cale Vinson from Oakland has
That's right.
probably played against Hitson. There's a ball outside, 2-1. Akers leading off the fifth inning. Charlie Smith, the right-hander, in for his second inning of work. Delivers and a ground foul over in front of the Tiger dugout. Count will go to 2-2 now on Akers. Pitches outside, ball 3. Evening is coming in, John.
It is, and those little fluffy clouds that we saw at the beginning of this ball game, they're long gone.
The pitch, ground ball left side, tough play for the shortstop. Long throw's not going to get him. That's an infield hit. Hernandez did all he could do. He went into the hole deep and then had to throw long across the infield and simply was not going to retire Lane Akers.
No, it thrown across his body. Dick, he was heading towards that left field line. He couldn't have been, 15, 30 feet, something like that, from the line when he got a hold of that baseball.
Here's Brent Rogers with a runner at first, no outs. The pitch. That is inside for ball 1. Rogers walked in the second inning, singled and scored in the fourth. Got Akers at first, infield double play depth. And the pitch misses outside, ball 2. We got some cheerleaders out there, I think, John.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Ball hit in the air to center field. Back goes the center fielder. He's got room. And it'll be taken out there by Gupton for out number 1. 1 out in the fifth. You remember the rhyming cheerleaders we used to have here? They would sit right down below us?
I do, yes. I do. That was a long time ago.
A long time
They've
ago.
probably all grown up and had their children are probably in school here now.
Right. Here's Dean O'Neill. Singled and scored in the fourth. He's 1 out of 2. Akers, the runner at first. And the pitch. Outside, ball 1. O'Neill's stand. The runner's going. Ball hit in the left center. And it's going to be caught by the left fielder Watson. And Akers has to do a complete about face and scamper back to first base. He was running on the pitch. He was already standing on second base when the left fielder caught the ball.
Stood there long enough to see what was going on and said, no, need to turn around.
So 2 outs in the 5th, and the batter is Von Dolan. Delivered a base hit in the 4th, which drove in a run. Was his 30th RBI of the season. Check swing, and he takes a strike, 0-1. Smith put a little mustard on that one. It came in at 91. 1 strike to count. High outside, ball 1.
I didn't see anything much higher than 87 from the starter, Impson. He was mostly throwing low 80s, upper 70s. A lot of breaking balls.
Fouls this one off for strike 2. 0-2 the count.
I was about to say we need to turn on the lights, but they're on.
Ball is into the turf. Ball 2, 2-2. Yeah, we might have to turn them on in the booth in a little while. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. Von Dolan looks at a call, 3rd strike. That is all in the 5th, a leadoff single, but nothing after that. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've completed 5 full innings. Middle Tennessee 6, Memphis 5. You're listening Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.